Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to Juicy Talk Podcast, where we say what everybody's thinking, but nobody wants to say it out loud.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Hello. This
With
is
your
Juice
host,
in the building.
yes, with Juice,
Yeah.
and your um, host, Juicy,
And the producer. Can't forget about the
and the
producer
producer
in
in
the
the building.
building.
And happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes,
I know, right?
I don't have on my Valentine's
I
Day
know. I
sweater.
don't either. I got my coochie sweater on though. I'm
I
bringing it back,
see.
baby. I'm bringing back the coochie sweater.
Okay, okay.
Bringing it back, baby.
Okay. So we got a very interesting show
We got the boots
tonight.
ready tonight. There's gonna be some boots. There's gonna be some
Oh,
boots
we gonna
tonight.
throw some boots
We
in
gonna
the
throw some.
chat
We
tonight.
throw some boots tonight.
All right, y'all. So we gonna talk about it. Today's episode. I know it's gonna be. I'm about to start some shit.
Oh,
It's gonna be juicy
I know, right?
because the question is simple, right? The question is simple. Should women chase men?
Hmm.
And I already know the comments is gonna be all crazy.
I know.
And I
Right?
know we got a lot to say. What's up, Kim?
Hey, Kim.
Some people gonna feel like, well, hey, go ahead, girl, shoot your shot.
That's right. That's
And
not.
then some other people gonna feel like we don't chase, we attract. Absolutely not. Never chase a man. And if you chasing him, he already running.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yup.
I don't think so.
So what is it? Is chasing a man for a woman, is it confidence or is it just some cardio?
No, we all about that life, baby.
Yeah, so we gonna see. I mean, I know we probably gonna start a fight in here tonight.
I know. I know.
I know. Cause some people, like me, for instance, I feel like if you want them, I to a certain extent, I feel like if you want them, go get them.
Yep.
And I know some people feel like chase them. If you chase them, you lose them. And I think it's kind of like a fine line somewhere in between. So what you think? So what is it? If you chasing somebody, is that just a confidence? If a woman is chasing a man, is it just confidence?
I want to be chased. I'm for the chasing.
Is that
That's right.
soft? Is that soft men?
Nah.
Only soft men want to be chased?
I'm ready to get my shoes on. I'm ready.
Why you got to chase somebody that should be running towards you?
Well, here's the thing, right? A very confident woman should be able to do anything, right? Regardless if he's chasing her, or she's chasing him, should be no problem. That's what I say on that.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. The reason why I don't think I agree with that is because I just feel like, what happened to old school values, old school way of being? I mean, it's okay, but I feel like it gives off, I feel like it's reversing of roles. Like we really been talking a lot about gender wars and gender, roles per se, where men should be, where women should be. And I know it's this big push that women are too aggressive now. And I feel like when it comes to relationships, this is an area that we should never be aggressive. We should attract. We shouldn't chase. And I feel like it comes off as desperate.
I don't think
in
so.
my opinion.
No.
It's okay for you to let it be known that you interested, but I feel like it's a whole nother subject when you are pursuing.
So are you saying, like, for example, if I'm at a club and a woman steps to me and say, "Hey, excuse me, are you single?" and I say no, do you mind if I have your number? Is that you saying that's wrong?
I don't think that's wrong, and I don't even think it's a wrong or right. I just feel like if she just was like, I feel like we have subtle ways of letting a man know that we are interested. And I don't know if I feel like pursuing someone is healthy. And you can show interest, right? And you can, let somebody know that you're available. But chasing, over investing, if you a person that's initiating everything, and I feel like if it should be reciprocated. So if you in a situation where
I agree
you
with that part.
constantly coming for him and he is ignoring you, or he's not putting in the same effort and energy you are, he's already running from you.
Well,
And I feel like over effort, I'm sorry, is a red flag in my opinion.
I don't think so because I mean, where do we draw the line as far as women being aggressive? They tell you how they want it, when they want it, where they want it. So now we gonna stop at that part. We're gonna stop and say you can't be aggressive if I see a guy that I like, but y'all can tell us when we want it, where I want it, what time we doing it, all that. But y'all want to stop at that?
I feel like women
Can you answer that question though?
I am.
Oh, okay, my
That's
bad.
what yeah. You
Okay,
gotta let me talk.
okay,
Yeah, okay.
all right.
So I was gonna say that in my opinion, I feel like a lot of times, and you made me lose my train of thought. You threw me off with that.
My bad. I apologize for that. So let me rephrase the question again. So what I was saying to you, you talk about these reversal roles that women play, and now they can tell you, well, I make this amount, I really don't need a man, blah blah blah. So why can't a woman approach a man and say, you know what, hey, you looking a little sexy. Do you have a woman? I'm here by myself, and I just wonder if you had a woman, can I take you out? Can I get your phone number? What's wrong with that?
I don't think nothing is
Oh,
wrong
okay.
with that. I just feel like women should not chase, we should attract. And I feel like when a woman meets a man, she comes into his world, right? And so if a woman is always putting out there what she wants and her needs and her desires, which is not wrong either, but if you are a person that is stating like this is what you're letting him know what your world is, but you never know what his is. So now you're cutting it off before you know what his world is. For example, because I know that might sound a little crazy, but I'll give you an example.
Please.
If you meet, if I meet a man and I like him and I'm interested and he's interested in me, and he say, well, what do you want to do? Like, let's go on a date. What do you want to do? Well, then I kind of short myself in finding out what it is that he would naturally do for me if I tell him what I want to do.
But that's
And maybe I'm cutting myself off because maybe he gonna show me some really interesting things
absolutely.
that I've never experienced before. But I wouldn't know it if I just tell him what I want to do. And maybe I'm limiting what myself by doing that when I can just see what it is he would prepare and he would do for me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, that's all about having a conversation. So you wouldn't call a guy on the first, you would wait for him to call you?
I don't think it has anything to do with that part of it because I'm not caught up in that,
Okay.
but I feel like I would want to know what his world looks like. And so if I'm entering into this man's world, then I need to know what did Kim say? I agree. The man sets the tone. It's okay to let him know I'm interested, but he has to show me that he's truly invested.
But he does that when y'all go out. He's going to show you that prior to
Not
you
if
guys.
I'm telling him what I want to do. If I'm presenting to him, he like, so what you want to do? Oh, I want to go rollerblade, and I want to go do whatever the heck. Oh, take me to a coffee shop. I love that, but he was gonna take me to a 5-star restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what his world
I would
looks
never
like.
take a woman to a 5-star restaurant first meeting her. Never.
That's
Never.
you.
I would never do that.
That's you. But what I'm saying is
Hmm.
maybe that's how he roll and that's how he liked to eat, and that's the quality of food that he likes to experience. So why would I limit my experience with this man? If I'm coming into his world, I need to know what being with him would look like.
Hmm.
Women come into the man's world. The man doesn't come into the woman's world. The man sets the tone. He creates the world for this woman.
But if you're absolutely right. So with that being said, a woman can come into a man's place, his space, and destroy it. With some of the things they
If
may
she's
do.
pushing her own agenda,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
why it's
that's.
important to know what his world is going to look like.
Hmm. Hmm.
What is his world going to look like when you come into it? So, me, you know, I want to know what it is you want to do. Like if a guy asks me, like, so what you want to do? Let's hang out. What you want to do? I'm like,
Well, he don't know you, so he's. I
I'm
mean,
like this. I need to know what I want to do. Whatever you want to do. because I want to know what life looks like being in your world. I
Mhm.
want to know what life looks like being with you. If what should I expect if I'm with you?
Well, yeah, first of all, you have to be he has to find out if you're worthy of that. You know what I'm saying? He can't just he
If
has to
he
find that
stepped
you're
to me
worth.
in the first place, he already should
No,
know.
no, we ain't talking about. Remember, you stepped to him first. Remember that?
Oh,
That's what.
so we talk. I'm talking up. So
Oh,
that's what you say that
right,
women should do.
exactly,
I'm
right.
saying I don't agree with that.
Okay, my
I feel,
bad.
and this is the reasons why I don't agree with that,
Right.
because I feel like a woman steps into that man's world,
Hmm.
right? That's why I feel like she should figure out. We should experience what his world looks like,
Hmm.
and I think that it's out of order to be any other type of way.
Um. So
And
again,
I understand why women feel pressure to chase men or to go after what they pursue, what they want. I mean, modern dating, to me, in my opinion, is very confusing. Um, there is no courting. There's no really getting to know each other. People um, jump into bed with one another quite too early before they really actually know who that individual is, and before they know who that person, what that relationship entails. And I think that happens a lot. And also, the other part of that, I feel like people have the mindset that they're going to miss out on something.
what do you mean miss out? Like, what do you mean by
Like,
that?
people feel the need to be in a relationship. They feel like if they're not in a relationship, that they're missing out on something. So they may push the envelope. I want to be this. I want to
But isn't that the
have
ultimate
this.
goal though? If you're reaching out to somebody or just
The,
passing time or what? What is the purpose
of what?
of going out and meeting people and to like enter men's world and the man enters her world? So what isn't that the purpose?
I don't know what you
I
asking.
mean, like no, like to he's at least establish some type of relationship.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of women feel
Okay.
like they're missing out. And so that's why they pursue men. They pursue them because they feel like if they're not in a relationship, that relationships are so important that it defines who they are in a lot of sense. And
Hmm.
they feel like if I don't get married, but it's like a biological clock that tick for women where we want to have kids. And it is a biological clock because women can't have kids their whole entire life, where men can have children
Hmm.
at any age, pretty much.
Right.
And it's not like that for women. I don't think a man should chase a woman either. He should be intentional about what he pursues instead of chasing any and everything.
Mm.
Good point.
Is that who's that?
That was Bocat.
Oh, Bocat. Oh, hey, Bocat. Okay.
And I do feel like we live in a culture that's like, shoot your shot.
They
But
do.
I
Women
do
do.
think that sometimes it's not always beneficial to be that person either.
Mm.
You know?
What's wrong with going after what you want? What is wrong with that?
I don't think anything is wrong with going after what you want,
If
but
you
I
see a
feel like
guy and he's, hey, why not? I mean, like,
I don't feel like
he's
there's
not fair game.
anything
Everybody's fair game, right?
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with going after what you want, right? But I feel like it creates an imbalance, right?
Mm.
Because I don't feel like then that man feels like it changes the roles and the dynamics to a certain extent. When a woman pursues a man, you come off as the aggressor, you're playing a masculine role. Now, how does it sound? You pursue this man all heavy,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And now all of a sudden you want to be sit back and be soft and dainty, right? Do it go together? Do it
Uh,
make sense?
I mean,
Let me know.
but like you said, we live in a different society where people, um, I, I want to go back to you had mentioned about, a pressure of getting age. I mean, most of our viewers are like 35 and older.
Pressure of what?
No, this is something you had said.
I said pressure of missing out.
Oh, missing out. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't think our I don't want to say necessarily our viewers are feeling like they're missing out on things because of most of our viewers are like 35 or 40. We kind of did pretty much what we want to do in life. we got
You
kids, we
think
got
so?
married.
At
Yeah,
35 and 40, you've done
I'm
everything that
just
you do
over.
in life?
I'm talking about the people that's over 40. Let's say over 45, pretty much done everything. At least they've been married. At least they've been married at least once or twice.
Not
Had kids
necessarily. It's a lot of people who haven't been married. I know people who
at least one time.
at least one time. I know many
Oh
people has
wow.
not been married.
Oh wow. A lot of my friends have been married at least one time. At
Yeah.
least maybe two, and
Not
have
that is
kids.
not the case. It's people not getting married until 40,
Hmm.
45 now. I mean, I've been married before. Producer, have you been married before? She's not hasn't been
Oh,
married
okay.
before. So I mean, people in the chat. Is there anybody out there who hasn't been married before? I think it's a lot of people that's in their 40s that have never been
Over
married before.
40
It's a lot of people over 40
that have not been
who's
married.
never been
What about
married.
engaged? How about engaged and called it off?
That's like having a boyfriend, girlfriend, being in a relationship.
Long term
But
relationship.
yeah, but it's a lot of people who desire to have a long-term thing, you know. And another, but back to the subject,
Oh.
I wasn't being rude. I'm saying
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted
That's
to
what we're
bring
doing
up
tonight.
another
That's what we're
point.
doing tonight.
No, no, I wanted to get back to the
Oh,
topic
okay.
because I didn't want to go off into a tangent on marriage.
Oh,
Transparency moment. I've had a man tell me that I emasculated him because I simply asked, "What are we doing? Where's this going?" I have never been married.
mm.
So I think that, and I was just going to say this too. This goes to your point, Kim, is that I was going to say that I feel like in today's society and culture, we are teaching women like subconsciously that they have to prove their worth to to men, and that it's important to prove
No,
your worth
I
as a
don't believe
woman.
that.
This,
I don't think that's. I don't.
well, you
No,
know,
I don't.
it is an
I
age
don't.
gap between
I
us.
don't agree that. I don't agree with that
Oh
at all.
gosh,
No,
yeah.
no, not at all.
What do you think? Because I think a lot of times, and what are you thinking out in there, out in the chat? Is it a
You
it
said
is it a thing that women feel the need to prove their worth when it comes to relationships? And I say that too because you see it a lot on social media where you'll see people like, I got this, I got a car, I got a house, I got this, I got
you're
that, I
supposed to
got that.
have that. Women
I
are at a
agree.
certain age. They
I
supposed to have a
agree.
car. They supposed
I
to. They
agree.
supposed. So I
I
mean, what is
agree.
that?
But you gotta listen.
Okay, I'm
I
listening.
agree. I feel like a lot of times women say, they have to say, they have to have these certain things. You hear men say on social media a lot of times, like, oh, I ain't messing, she got to have this. She got to be in physical good shape. She got to have this. She got to have that. Well, he sit there with his big beer belly,
Same thing for women. You got to be
overweight.
6. You got to be with a 6 pack.
But it's like you have to prove your worth, that you're worthy of being, especially after 40. A lot of times you will hear men saying, I ain't trying to mess with no old woman. She too old. I need somebody young. We know a lot of men who in their 60s and want to date women that's in their 40s and
There's a reason
stuff
for
like
that,
that.
though.
Yeah. What is it? Go ahead and say it.
What? I mean,
what is it?
because
Let's talk about it.
now I want to stay. We got to stay on the show now.
Oh yeah,
We
we
gotta stay on
are.
the show.
Let's
Okay.
talk about it.
What?
We talking about
You
women
gonna let me answer?
being taught to prove their worth. That's part of the
Okay.
show.
So, but what I'm saying is, you were saying that a lot of older men want to date younger women, right?
hmm
And I think part of the reason, because a lot of times, I'm gonna say for both men and women are stuck in their ways. They have no reason. They don't want to change. So a lot of times, men and women have this attitude: "Take me as I am," and I think that's what it is. I mean, I truly do believe that's what it is. Take me as I am.
What does that mean?
Well, if I'm, let's see, let me give you a good example. Like, example would be like if I'm practicing abstinence, I want you to be good with that. If you're not, then don't leave me alone.
That can happen at any age. So
Oh,
we were talking about why older men want to date younger women. And then you just did a whole 360 because you don't really want to answer the question full fledged. And you were being invasive. And I know when you being invasive. And I know when you decide I'm just not gonna say it on the show. And that's what just happened.
Again.
I'm
You know
just
what?
I'm calling the thing as I see
I
it.
got some flack from last week.
You got some what?
I got some
We
flack
ain't
last
on.
week
Listen,
about being invasive
you were definite. You're being invasive right now.
twice.
Yeah, you being invasive. You are.
I don't think so. I think
What was the real reason why older men date younger women? Let's talk about it.
Well, I think
Speak on it.
I'm about to speak
the real
on it.
reason,
Okay.
not the one you just want to tell. He just want to say because he don't want to say.
I think because again it goes back to the point that women are stuck in their ways. They just are.
Women are stuck in their ways.
They are. They don't want to.
So
what?
Women are stuck. What way is that? When it comes to older men dating younger women,
I would say any woman that's over
bullshit. Go
any
ahead.
woman over
bullshit.
Any woman that's over 50 are stuck in their ways.
Okay, so that's what you want to say.
Yeah,
that's what he said. Okay,
yep.
So
right.
Women over 50 have standards and they know what they want and they not gonna take bullshit. That's what that is.
So you about to get a censor. You about to get a censor.
No, it ain't no censors. YouTube and you could cuss.
Oh,
even though
I know you fucking lying.
I don't cuss a lot.
Yeah,
I don't. But I will say that. Come on now. That's what it really is. Men over 50 like to date younger women because they feel like they are more pliable and they're more able to control and dictate how they going to respond and what they're going to do. That's what you just said. Nah. Thank you for the real reason.
I don't think that, but if that's what you got out of that, that's wrong.
That's what you said. Women over 50 are what? Stuck in their ways.
Yes.
So that's why men like to date younger. Ego stroke is why men date younger women. Less of a challenge. And it's really a misconception because the truth of the matter, it depends on the woman.
Right. Exactly. What's else?
Because if Lulu said, I'm not stuck in my ways, just not going for the BS.
Oh my Absolutely.
Goodness. You can't for lack of a better term, when you're reach a certain level, and I don't think it has anything to do with age. I think it has to deal with a certain level of maturity, right? Because when you reach a certain level of maturity, you can't just piss on somebody and tell them it's raining. And you ain't gonna be able to tell me just anything. I'm gonna question you and I might push back. And it's not that I'm being disrespectful or that it's just that I want to have an understanding. And I think that comes with maturity. I don't think it has
there's nothing wrong with pushback. Every relationship, you're going to have some pushback. But, at the same time, does this woman bring you peace? Does this woman bring you lack of confusion? That's what you want. That's what really men want. Companionship. No back and forth. There's nothing worse than a compatible woman.
Combative woman?
Yes. Yes. You want to speak on that?
This is why I feel like women shouldn't chase men.
Oh.
Thank you for saying that because I feel like there's no older men date younger women because they are easier to manipulate. We know.
Wrong. No.
We know, girl.
No, that's not true. They come with less headaches.
And this is the thing. Because they don't push, because they take whatever. Like they see you, it's the ego. Oh, you can teach her things because she hasn't had the same amount of life experience. But like I said, I don't know if that's necessarily age or maturity. But as you said, that goes to how I feel. That's why we have to do things in order. You shouldn't have to chase a man. If he's interested in you and he really wants you, you shouldn't have to be stalking his story and checking behind him to make sure where he's supposed to be.
No, we ain't doing. I don't think women do that.
Bringing anxiety.
Do women do that?
Gosh, yeah.
It's
grooming, right, Lulu?
I never.
Man, you done been stalked.
I was stalked for the wrong reason.
You probably was stalked because she didn't trust you.
No, that is not true. You always trying to put me on blast, but it's not going to work tonight.
It's not putting you on blast.
I know.
But most of the time when women
I'm listening.
feel like they got to stalk a man, for a lack of a better term, or question him, it's because it's a lack of trust.
No. See, but how they said, like, somebody, I forgot how they used to say this. Like, people would get in an argument. I was in a relationship one time. I'm being transparent, right? She got into an argument with me on purpose so she could go with somebody else.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Who does that? And this is an older woman. I mean,
The producer said, he said, who does that? Men.
no. This is a woman. A woman did that.
That's what she learned from who?
No, she learned it from
Men.
herself. Nope.
I don't know if she did or not.
No.
But I
That's
know
something
that
she came
men
up.
are notorious for it.
Women,
Put the comment up.
women know the game better than men.
Is that true?
Yep.
You say, Kimberly, in a way, your question to the guy disarmed his strategy as a man who naturally enjoys the hunt. In that respect, your actions were emasculating in his mind. Weak.
No, that's not true.
But I'm gonna just say this.
What you gonna say?
That leads right to our next segment. Do men respect what they have? Do men respect what they don't have to earn? Because the truth of the matter is, I feel like, in my opinion,
Okay.
and I would love to hear from more men in the chat, when a man has to pursue a woman, when he has to chase her, when he sees her as valuable, when he has to put forth effort, when he sees her in that manner, in that way, then when he actually gets her, he will appreciate her a whole lot more than if she makes it very easy for him. And you could say but
I'm not saying anything.
Because throughout history, it's been shown and proven. I think men who are very masculine, who have a lot of masculine energy, they like to pursue. They like to pursue a woman. And I think men value what they work for. And men who are, and I will say this last thing, and then men who are emotionally available, they don't need to play games.
Again, I'm gonna say this again.
They just show up like they supposed to.
Right.
Kind and loving.
Again, I wouldn't have a problem with a woman approaching me whatsoever, because that tells me something about her. It lets me know that she can come in and take control of the situation and still be that feminine woman.
Do you want a woman to control you?
That's not going to happen. I mean, that's not going to happen. But that
do you see the mixed message?
No, I'm saying, how's that a mixed message?
So you said you like when a woman comes in.
I said
it can take control.
That wouldn't bother me.
You said you like it when a woman comes in and takes control.
Okay.
And approaches and can take control. But then when I asked you, I said, do you like to be controlled by women? She can't control me.
I mean, it depends.
That's a mixed message.
No. It depends on depends on what she's trying to control.
Because you just said you like when a woman comes in and can show that she can run it.
I mean,
take control. Grab you around your neck and say,
no, we ain't doing all that. What's my name and all? No, we ain't doing all that.
Get in the corner, Hardy.
You laughing too hard over there. It wasn't that funny. You too, producer.
Which way you want? Which way you want it? Do you want? So, like, that's what I'm saying. It's mixed messaging. That's why I do. I feel like when women, if I gotta be independent.
Say that.
Producer said he wants a dominant woman, but don't want to be dominated. You probably hit it. You probably nailed it.
So I wonder the viewers feel that about that. I wonder if they feel about.
Do y'all feel like that about Hardy? He needs to be.
Need to be dominated.
He needs a dominating. He wants a dominating woman, but don't want to be, what you say? Dominated. Don't want to be dominated.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, he wants a woman to.
He wants her to be aggressive,
Yeah, but not with him.
But not with him. Only in certain areas and aspects.
Right. There's something wrong with that.
That's control.
No.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
crazy.
not. That is
It's
not.
mixed messaging.
It is.
If it's definitely sending a mixed
No,
message.
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I just feel like it's crazy.
Life is crazy. So
I feel like a man who really wants you won't feel the need to be chased. And I feel like roles are there for a reason. I'm not saying that I'm completely old school, but just the truth of the matter is if I feel like for me, right? I feel like I'm a very strong, opinionated woman, right?
okay.
I don't want to be like that in my relationship. I don't. Somebody said truth.
What does that one say?
Somebody else said, I get it though.
See, thank
It's
you.
hard
See?
out here,
See?
right? But I like for me, like I feel I'm a strong woman, right? And I'm very opinionated. I don't want to. If I got to go to work and be assertive in my profession, I have to speak up. I have to, take charge, interview people. I got to do all this stuff professionally, right?
Okay.
Um, somebody already said she want a lover, but a thug too.
Who said that? Who said that? Put her back up there. Who's that?
I would say that, if I have to take that role in my life, right? Outside in my work life and outside. Okay. When I come home, I want to be soft and chill.
Oh wait, he's going to allow that. The right man is going to allow you to be that way.
Yeah, I just want to follow and be led. That's the truth.
That's what you say now.
That's the truth.
That's what you say now.
Baby.
Mm-hmm. Clock it.
Yeah.
You thought I forgot about that.
Dominate me, boo.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Good luck with that. But anyway,
but that's what you want.
You think?
I just feel like a man that really wants you, you won't have to chase him. He'll be meeting you there. Like y'all will be pursuing each other. It'll be an even exchange of I'm here, you here.
Right.
I'm here, you here. But I feel like there's nothing wrong with a woman chasing a man. It's the only way. Wait, hold on. There's nothing wrong with a woman chasing a man. It's the only way because a man should never chase women. But a woman who pursues a man is incredibly attractive and she's unafraid of being her true self. Mm-hmm. Okay. Clock it.
Mm-hmm. See?
But is there a fine line?
Though, here we go.
No, I'm just saying, is there a fine line, right? If it's a woman, she's always initiating.
I ain't saying always. Come on now.
I'm just saying, I mean, nothing is always, but I'm just saying she's typically the one initiating everything, right? She's putting her standards on the back.
So you making this the person that you're talking about making this guy look real soft. And that's not true.
I'm not saying that it's a soft thing.
It is. You making
I think
this guy
you're taking it that way. I'm just saying how
you're presenting a soft dude.
I'm just saying
what do they call that? A sif?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that sometimes when a woman is chasing, right, it may be some underlining self-abandonment issues. And you have to be clear that that is not the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's signs so that you know that you're not that. If you're constantly feeling like you're competing for his attention with other people, that's not healthy. You doing more than he is. You might be scared of, you might have a smidget of abandonment issues, You shrinking your standards. You over compromising to be with this individual. You know he not treating you right. You know you're not happy. But you still doing it because you don't want to be alone. I feel like if she chases a man, the man will have reservations about developing a real relationship with that woman.
That's not true. I told you who said that.
I
I
agree.
disagree with
I
that.
completely and totally agree with
No,
her.
that's not true.
If
Because
you got to chase him, that means he already running. Why is he running? If he wants you, why is he running away from you?
he may not.
Think about it.
He's not. He's not necessarily running. He's probably he's probably sitting back. You know, um, evaluating. We have to evaluate people when we meet people. We got to sit back and listen to them. Look for the consistency in people. And I'm talking both men and women.
Okay.
We got to look at the consistency, how they come across. Can you take this person in front of your family? Can you take this person to a high skill a meeting or office party? So we gotta look at make sure this is a good connect.
Big mama generation learn how to treat a man and keep a man despite his failures, etc. These women were more powerful than the new generation of women. Were they? Were they or were they doormats? And did he and let me just say this.
Hold
And
on.
did let me finish my thought. And did he put that comment back up? And was Big Mama happy though? Was she really happy? Because she taught her daughters to go get your own money, buy your own house, go to school, get educated, because that's what Big Mama don't depend on no man. We learned that from Big Mama. She was the one telling us to keep it, do what you got to do. Was she codependent
Mm.
or was she happy in that relationship? And did that man just stay because he felt the obligation? Did they get along? Or did he argue with her every day? Did she not have no say so in her household? Did she not have a voice? Because when I think about a lot of the women for back of that day, I think of what was that movie, Fences, with Denzel Washington? What was it? It's
Yes,
it's, it's called
yeah.
Fences with
It was a good
Denzel
movie.
Washington,
Hmm.
where he left out, he took the money, he went and got drunk. She stayed in the house. He brought babies home. He made multiple babies. He made a baby on her. I think men respect, in my opinion. Hardy is saying different, but I think that men respect. And I would like some men to call in, but I think men respect what they have to work for.
But here's the thing. I want to
I
go back.
think people in general respect what they have to work for.
I want to go back to that statement you said about Big Mama era. Back then, I'm a little bit older than you, right? So I can talk about this.
You
So
ain't that much older.
okay, but anyway, so with the Big Mama era, it was very common for the mom, the wife to stay at home. Very common
No
because
problem with that.
right. But I'm just saying, you talk about the Big Mama era. Back then, a lot of times men were the providers, the went off to work. The wife, was the make sure everything was taken care of when she was home. But that was just that era. I understand now it's a big difference, but just to go back, what you was talking about the Big Mama era, a lot of time women weren't able to vote. They weren't able to do a lot of different things and not get the jobs. Like for whatever reason, they would get those little housekeeping jobs, but it really didn't pay that much. So
Mhm.
that's why we had that the man constantly working, maybe even working two jobs. Because I look at my father, rest his soul. Well, he was a good provider. He worked two jobs. My mom, she worked a little bit, not a lot, but he was definitely a provider and that's how I know I can speak from that because I saw that in my household. It wasn't that my father didn't allow her to work. It's just she didn't have to work. There's a little comment to say here.
I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna say this though, and you proving my point to a certain extent because think about it. If Big Mama had the access to a good job and income, would she have stayed with Big Papa or would she have dipped out? I'm just saying, if she didn't have to worry about money, because let's just say this too, even the women back in the day, when they got divorced, or say they didn't get divorced, but let's just say he died,
Hmm.
right? Say Big Papa died. She never got remarried
She didn't.
again.
She
She
didn't.
stayed single.
Right.
Especially if he left her some money. She stayed single and she did not get remarried again. She collected his
She
pension.
probably didn't want to go back out in that dating scene back then.
She probably just didn't want to. She had her little boo.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Mr. Bojangles gonna come over.
The
He
mailman.
gonna sit on the porch with me. Hey, hey, Ghostbuster, what's up? You know
wow.
what I'm saying? He came and sat with her, you
Right.
know, but he was knocking all the ghosts out.
I hope not. See, you about to get this shut down. What was that last
But-
comment, though? What was that
Put
last
the
comment?
after comment back up here.
Who's this?
Okay. A woman who doesn't go for what she finds attractive may possibly find herself with a settlement on a real level. Women should never take advice from other women. Ask a man you trust.
I like that.
I know you would.
I do. Who is saying this?
In matters of being with a man, you could better inform. In matters of being with a man, who could better inform them than a person who want to be with one? I mean, I don't have a problem with what he's saying. He's saying basically ask the man and ask the man around you.
Mhm.
But I think that different men, different strokes, different folks. This is all relative and it's all opinion based. I believe that in order to really know if chasing the opposite sex, you will need to define it. I was just going to say that. The reason is because of the different perspectives and experiences around the world.
So that person,
Absolutely.
that person right there, wonder what her definition is of chasing the person.
So she could put it in the chat, but
Yeah.
this is my definition. of
Okay.
it, right?
Okay.
Chasing somebody is pursuing somebody who is not showing you the same level of interest. Maybe he like you, he around, but he's not putting forth a real effort to be with you and show you that he really is interested. You're doing most of the leg work. You know, you're pursuing him. What's up? Let's go out on a date. You calling him. I want to take you out to dinner. You doing everything. We hanging out this weekend. He's never calling you to initiate. You're always the person that's initiating going out or doing something with him.
But-
He's not saying to you, I'm not talking about the lady who is in the club and she like, you real handsome. What's up? You single? I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about, because that's nothing. That's not to me chasing. That's having a conversation to see if y'all have mutual interest.
Mhm.
And if y'all do, then y'all pursue it and then you can go forth from there. I'm talking about you've been talking to this man. He never called you. You always calling him.
But
you're always texting him. Hey, good morning. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope God blesses your whole entire life. Blase, right? And he like 10 hours later, thanks. Not even spelt out, but TY. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're getting. And you on the phone with him and he talking to you for a minute. As soon as his phone rang, he like, let me call you back.
I've been there.
What I'm saying?
I've been there, done that though.
He's not showing up consistency. He canceling on your dates. Y'all want to go out on a date? You like you plan the date. You saying we gonna go out here, and then he like, oh, something came up. I can't even go. They called me in to work.
That sounds like a woman's word. That sounds so much like what a woman do.
I ain't saying women don't do it.
They do it.
I'm not
They
saying
do it
women
twice.
don't cancel
They
it,
do
but I
all the
know.
time.
But we're
Twice
talking
on
about
Sunday.
women chasing men,
Yeah,
and
but
so we're talking about women chasing men.
I get
because it is for typically in the roles how it typically play out. It's the woman. Who we got? We got a call. Is that a call?
Calvin, you calling for the show?
I don't know if that's a call.
You calling for the show? Huh?
Come on, take him off speaker. He's screening that call to see if it's for the show.
Yeah.
I want someone who likes, just be said, I want someone who likes me, not someone I have to chase. I agree that people shouldn't have to chase each other, right? But we're talking about women who chase men because there is a such thing as, and I feel like when you like somebody mutually,
Yes.
Y'all like each other and it just
Absolutely.
flow.
Right, right.
She calls him, he calls her. They wonder about what's going on with each other's day. They want to know what's happening with one another.
Well, you know what? Let me do this right quick, real quick, real quick, real quick. Like me, for example, right? I work full time. I do basketball sometime during the week,
Hmm.
and then I do more basketball on the weekends, and then I DJ.
Okay.
So, like me getting back with somebody, I've tried to return phone calls or texts. I try to do that. I don't try to leave nobody in the dark or not call them back or text them back. But it can be a little taxing at times because
Ooh, I got a lot to say on that.
oh, well, anyway, but
Ooh,
I'm
you
just
don't
saying.
want
But
me to talk on it.
but I'm not the type of guy will like not text somebody back for a long time. I'm not doing that.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
No,
Cause
what?
cause I feel like
Oh, he didn't read see the link.
uh, I feel like if a man really likes a woman, he will find time to communicate with her. The only men who don't communicate with a woman is the ones who really ain't that interested or they got several options. So it's hard for them. But if you got one woman you talking to and one woman that you pursuing and one woman that you with, you got time. Cause I know I'm busy. I know I be busy as all get out. I got my hand in all kind
I
of
know.
pots
I
and I
know.
be busy all the time, right? But guess what? If I like somebody, I find time for them. I call them. I'm checking in, even if it ain't nothing but a text. How you doing? What's going on? You do that for people that you care about. Period. Point blank. You only don't have time for what you ain't trying to be bothered with. So
Hmm.
a man can't tell me he don't have time to call me and text me. He just so busy. That means that you are entertaining somebody else because the natural order of things is men want to talk to women and women want to talk to men. Even if it's like I'm unwinding before I go to bed. What's up, boo? How you doing? I miss you. How was your day? Let's talk.
Hmm.
Let's discuss whatever we about to discuss. You're gonna do that for somebody you really interested in. If you ain't interested and you don't have time,
Hmm.
that's all I'm saying.
Well, oh, okay. He trying to talk. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So my question.
Hold on. We got a caller.
Oh, we got a caller.
Cal,
Welcome to
Juicy
Juicy
Talk.
Talk. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Kyle Clem from Cleveland, Ohio.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Calvin?
What you got to say on the issue, Calvin?
Hey, I'm just no, cause she talking a lie, not saying that.
Say that again.
I say you talking a lie, like, and you ain't saying nothing.
Go ahead,
Oh, well,
Cal.
You ain't
speak on
saying
it.
Go
nothing.
ahead.
Say what you
Say
gotta
say
say.
what's on your mind, man. Say what's on your mind, man.
I'm just saying, you letting her take the podcast.
It's
Like,
my
man, come
show.
on, man.
It's my
Come
show.
on. Oh, it's your show.
But
What,
go
he's a guest
ahead.
speaker or something?
I just want to know what
He a
you think.
guest?
What you
Speak
got to
up.
say, Calvin?
What you
Speak
have?
on it.
Let me ask you this: have you ever had a woman chase you?
Of course.
Tell
See?
me what. How did that make you feel about her? What you feel? What's your thoughts on it?
I was in, I was, it was flattered. Like, yeah, it was cool, but men are the chasers.
I agree.
But when a woman chases a man, it's like she gonna run amok of the goddamn whole situation.
Why you say that?
I agree.
That's not true, Calvin.
I 110%.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Calvin, don't say that,
I
man.
Fuck outta here.
That's not
100.
true,
I
man.
110% agree with you.
Bruh, she gon' listen. We the chasers. We the predators. We that person. But when a woman chases you, is you zesty or what you doing?
Zesty.
What he still doing? What you say? You
Yeah,
said
I'm
You
if
just
a
said
woman
saying,
zesty.
cuz.
said nuh
But
You said if a woman is chasing you, What does the man
Not
feel?
me. Not me. Not me.
No, no, no.
In general.
No, I'm talking in general. I want you to say that again. Now, like you said, if a woman is chasing you, and then what?
I don't feel comfortable with that. Like I'm the president.
So Calvin, so if you was at a club, right? Let's say you at a club.
That ain't chasing. Chasing is she's constantly pursuing you. She's making all the effort. She's texting you.
So what's your definition of all the effort?
Like for instance, I'll give you an example. If you meet a woman, right? You never call her. She never waits for you to call her. She's always calling you. She's texting you all day long, but you busy. You ain't texting her back. She's calling you, planning dates, but you busy. You not
So when did we talk? So this planning date stuff.
That's my point. she called you on the phone. Talk?
You can't plan a date unless you have effective communication.
So for instance, she calling you like, hey, let's go out this weekend. I want to go to this place. She never waits for you to make that initiation for you to do it. She's always jumping the gun. She's overextending herself. And there's not mutual effort because she's the one putting all the effort in.
Sometimes it might be a whole nother situation outside that box.
That's what we know.
It has to be a whole nother situation outside that box because the pursuing, I have to understand, unless they slow or something or they got mental issues, like this day and age, I'm gonna call you once, twice, and 3 times. Nah, we ain't doing that. If I planned something with you when you stood me up, we ain't doing that.
That makes
back
sense.
in the day, it was like, we didn't have cell phones. We had shit.
We have pagers.
We had pagers. We had landlines.
Right.
And sometimes
payphone.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes your parents, your siblings is on that landline. They never get to speak with you. So at this day and age, I mean, the dating cesspool is so terrible because everybody's trying to date for a fad. The parents and this nigga might dress like he a $1,000 nigga, but he might not have 200 in his bank account.
So when it comes to women, let me ask you a question, Calvin. Are you married?
Are you cussing at me?
I'm not. I'm just curious.
He said she was married, Calvin.
That's a cuss word.
It was.
Oh, okay.
Every adjective and pronoun.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever been married?
Still cussing.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I asked a direct question.
No.
So no, you're not married, and no, you never been married?
Yes.
Okay. I receive that. I agree with you, actually. I feel like that women shouldn't chase men, that men are the hunters and y'all are the ones who are supposed to pursue. I completely agree with you. Do you believe men should always pursue?
No.
In a relationship, you feel like it's instances where women should pursue?
Yeah. Because sometimes women are like, shit, I've been looking at this dude or this guy for a long time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let me shoot my shot.
Right.
But that's not the same as chasing, right? That's more or less like I'm letting him know that I'm available and that I'm interested.
But she made the initiative though.
That is exactly what that is. That's taking the initiative. So
no, I don't know how old are you, What?
I'm 46
Damn. No, my bad. But no.
and
But back
proud
in
of it.
our day, I'm back in our day. You couldn't get a woman to chase a man. In this day and age, you can get all that and then some to find out the niggas that.
That part.
Mm.
So, my
You get all
question to
that.
you.
But back in our day, it was a man chasing a woman, and if she had a dude, that nigga waited. He said, "Shit, I'm gonna see her again."
Mm.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you for calling in, Calvin. We appreciate you and thank you. Is this your first time calling? Is this your first time calling in to Juicy Talk?
Yeah, cause
Uh,
your co-host, that's my co-worker.
Okay.
So,
thanks, Calvin.
Well, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
All right, Calvin.
appreciate y'all.
All right, have a good day.
Put that comment back up for me, producer. Any man who chases a woman lacks priority and is possibly broke. The only thing a man should chase is an opportunity to position himself to be at his highest level of achievement. To a certain extent, I agree with you, but I'm not sure on how far you're going. I don't feel like men or women should either. I don't think men should chase women, and I don't feel like women should chase men. I feel like love should be reciprocated and it should be an even exchange, you know. But I also feel like we do have situations where women find themselves in a situation where they're chasing a man. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been chased by a woman? And when I say chase, not pursued, because if you she stepped to you at the club, that's her pursuing you.
Okay.
Chasing is she's calling you every day. She's, what's up with us? We going out. I really like you. I think we should be together. Like I feel like you could be my possible soulmate. Like she's saying all these things and you're not giving the same type of clues. Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Not to that extent. I've had women call me and say, "Hey, let's go out, grab something to eat." But as far as you saying a woman saying I'm
Like
her
she just
soulmate,
pursuing you. She putting more effort in and to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, she keep calling me and she texting me all the time. I ain't even, have you ever had that
I
experience?
think one or two times in my life. I mean, that doesn't happen a lot. I can't say it's happened quite a bit, but nah. Why you smiling?
I'm just listening.
You
Okay.
look like Sebastian the cat. Like you may know something.
So, ladies, so I'll give my transparency moment.
Here we go.
Back when I was younger, maybe last year. No, I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
was
just kidding.
not-
Bullshit. No, I'm just saying. No, but I'm just saying I have been in a situation.
You had a stalker?
No. I have had those too, but I was in a situation where I feel like I was putting more effort in than that individual was putting in, and I was chasing, I would say. And I say that I was chasing because effort was not reciprocated in the manner that it should have been reciprocated when a person really likes you. And I feel like I was putting in more, I was extending myself, I was putting in more effort, I was trying to prove that, you know, because, that I was marriage material, that I was a wifey type material. And then I came to the conclusion, which I definitely didn't have to do that, you know, definitely shouldn't have done that. But I realized after some time it was because, I was doing all of this work for a person that just didn't was not emotionally available.
Mhm.
And I have definitely, thank you, Bocat, for not leaving me out there like I was the only one.
Bocat, can you please call in, please?
And
I
I
wish
just
Bocat would call in.
I just know that I found myself in a situation that, I was putting my standards to the side. I was accepting the inconsistency that he was giving, and I was doing more than he was. And found myself, trying having anxiety around where
Mm.
he at, what he doing, why he ain't
Wow,
calling me.
that's not good.
It was definitely dysfunctional. And thank you, Tracy, for being transparent because and letting me know that I wasn't the only goofball out here doing that craziness. But I was putting in a well, and I think that I saw more in him than he saw in himself, and I shouldn't have done
Mm.
that. And I found myself, and I ended up feeling hurt, embarrassed, you know. And I feel like we got to know the difference between effort and chasing. It's a difference between me putting in effort,
Mhm.
because effort, when you put in effort,
It's reciprocated.
not just that, it's recognized.
Mm.
Thank you for your effort. Thank you. It's appreciated. It's valued. But
Mm.
when you're chasing somebody and they're running, it's like, why you chasing me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be chased. You holding. It's like you're trying to hold on to somebody who doesn't want to be held on to.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for a woman to show interest in a man. But it shouldn't show up as you overextending yourself. And I think that our goal that we should look towards is mutual effort.
All right, I agree. I totally agree.
And I think as a woman, like, we are real big on chasing potential, seeing more in the individual. Oh, Bocat is trying to call. Putting in more effort and seeing more potential than, than is being reciprocated. Yeah. And I just feel like if you find the right person, they won't need to be chased. He'll just be consistent, and it'll be mutual effort. We'll wait till she answers. Welcome.
What's up,
Welcome to
Bocat?
Juicy Talk. Can you please state your name, even though Hardy just said it, and where you calling from?
This is Bocat. I'm calling from Maryland, the DMV.
What's up, Bocat? DC in the building.
DC in the building. So, let's talk about it.
Let
me ask you this question. Have you ever chased a man?
Yes. yes.
My point.
Yes. You know what?
Clock it.
And how did that end for you?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Look, how did that end for you?
You know what? Let me be really real. Like,
Okay.
really, really real, right?
Please.
I, in some crazy way, was really playing a game with the chasing. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm being honest.
Explain that.
Wow.
And I'll explain it. It's kind of weird to say this, but it's just definitely transparent. At that time, in my mind, it was like you were saying earlier, Juicy, where like you're proving yourself, like you're good enough, you're beautiful enough, you're gonna be meek, you're gonna be all the things that he wants. He's going to choose you, right? That's the mindset it started with, and then I found out that he was really not interested like that. And it wasn't because I wasn't good enough, but then like the more he like pulled back, it was like game on. I'ma still like be all up in his face. And then when I really got tired of it, I just realized I really didn't like him like that. It was a game.
Wow.
It was a game. And it was so sad because it was
relate.
I was thinking to myself, like, you really are playing. Like, what if he really was really about you like that?
You would have ran
You know
away.
what I'm saying? So Huh?
I said you would have ran away. Like, oh, don't like
Yeah.
him.
Right.
Yes, and I just realized that this was some time ago, but I'm just saying, like, I realized that about myself. Like, okay, it was the fact that so it was a form of rejection, really, that
Oh.
made me pursue
Yes.
the chase. Like, no, you're not gonna reject me. You know what I'm saying? How arrogant, the
Yeah.
audacity. So
The,
I'm just
the
saying,
producer's nodding her head. Is that true?
Oh,
Oh,
you
okay.
know what? I can relate to that too because for me, like I realized that when I was in that situation, it was a form of I think I was dealing with like you said, I'm the shit. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like how dare you
right,
not be in love with me? The audacity.
right, right.
Like,
That's
how dare
exactly
you?
what it was. I'm like, oh my God, am I a Negro? Because I'm acting like a Negro right
And then
now.
I'm like,
This is what
Wow.
I was thinking.
I was somewhere talking about like, you ain't even all that.
Okay.
I'm the prize.
Like, you don't even like this person like that. Like, why are
Wow.
you doing this? That was a waste of time. It was kind of fun, but I did. I don't, and I have to tell you, the person that I was truly in love with, I guess I wouldn't say chasing, but definitely I pursued him, and I wasn't his type. I was not his type. I was not so much in terms of attraction, but it was like I wasn't the cool girl. I wasn't the pop. He was very, very popular in school, dressed real nice. You know, I wasn't that chick, right? But I really loved him really on sight. And I'm looking at him, I'm giving this man money. Now I'm a teenager.
I dig it.
And I'm giving him money, you know, to go to rec and, you know, so I can get his attention. And it was so stupid now that I'm saying this out loud. I'm older, obviously. But when I look back, and then look, I'm going to say this real quick, and y'all know y'all going to throw me out the room when I see y'all come to Cleveland. But when this one time, so he's like, okay, this chick giving me money. 50 cent, that sounds funny. 50 cent, dollar, go to record, whatever. The dance on lunch break and all this stuff. And then he got my number. He started coming to the house. Okay. And I always had me a little coin now because I didn't really spend a lot on like what everybody else was buying. Right. So I'm working on the weekend, stacking my dough, whatever. So here I am chasing, trying to get his attention. He comes over to the house for like July 4th weekend. I noticed he was like rushing. It seemed like he was just like in a hurry. He was there, but like, you know, looking like, okay, let me hurry up and get this over with. Right? He was like, yeah, I gotta go. So something in my spirit was like, he's really playing me. Okay, so anyway, he was like, I was wondering, you got some money? I was gonna just kick it. I'll be back later tonight. And so I was like, yeah, so me, here I am trying to show out, right? I get his brother a $50 bill.
Ooh.
Okay. Now I'm like 18, 19. So that was a lot of money.
Oh,
okay, so
a lot of money now.
I get that money. I get that money to him, right? This is what I did. This was what I was like, you know what? You are ridiculous. He left out, and I'm watching as he's leaving away from the house. I'm like looking like the crack of the door or whatever. He was parked all the way up the street with his boys. He got in the car with his boys, and when they sped off, these Negroes in the car, they like, yeah, like it was a big game. Like he literally said, hey, look, let me go to my girl's house. I'm gonna get this money real quick.
And then we're gonna go cook it on her dime.
Wow.
But we ended up being together, engaged. Unfortunately, he died in a car accident, but he told me, like, he really was like, why was you thinking that you had to give me money? And I was like, I just really wanted your attention. So it was, I don't know. I don't think I would do that. No, it ain't about no thing. I will not do that now. But it's some part of me that kind of like kind of like that chase a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know
Is
for
it
me.
just me, y'all? Is it just me?
No, it ain't just you. And I'm gonna say this for me, it's not even the chase of it. I think that
Uh,
I think that you know in my past, like I couldn't handle the rejection of somebody like
yeah.
what you mean you don't like me like that? You know what I'm saying? Are you serious?
That's it. I
And I
think that's what
and I
it is.
realized that it started. So let me have my transparency moment. It started with this guy. I used to live down south. I lived in Alabama, and it was this guy named Carlos Hurt, right?
I hope he's watching.
Mm, mm,
I hope he's
And
watching.
I was in love with this man. He was a dark skinned guy with hazel
oh,
eyes.
shit.
He was dark, he was chocolate with hazel eyes, okay? And every
Oh, my
girl liked
God.
him. He was like the finest. And I was like, well, I know I'm cute. I know I'm thinking I'm cute. Like he should like me, right? It should be automatic, right? So
Right.
I'm like, so I remember I seen him and it was after school and I would see him. I'd be like, what's up, Carlos? And he'd be like, hey, Shell, and we'd talk and he'd kind of hang out a little bit with us at lunchtime with me and my homegirls. And, but he would just kind of talk to me and everybody knew that I liked him. But him,
Okay.
because I'm not a
Oh,
chaser, but I just would like put it out there like, hey, can I have a hug? All of this kind of stuff, right? So then I remember he was like, you don't have a ride home from school? I was like, no. I was like, I'm gonna have to catch the bus. He was like, you can ride with me. I'm like, yes,
oh,
finally. He was like, plus, so then this the kicker. He was like, plus, I want to talk to you about something.
oh.
I'm like, all right, then, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, back then I was known for my shape, and I'm thinking like and I'm
Uh-huh.
telling you this for a reason. I was known for, having a girl with the cute shape, all of this stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, oh, he about to be my man, right? He take me home from school. And I'm like, so what is it you want to talk to me about? I just know he about to ask me to be his girlfriend. He like,
Uh-huh.
he was like, he was like, I've been wanting to talk to you this for a long time. He is like, man, I got a crush on your girl, like real bad. Now let me tell you
Yeah.
what's so crazy about this, and this is how this changed me, just on another level, just about
Wow.
perception, because my
Yeah.
homegirl wasn't what you would typically think is your
Yeah.
your typical idea of what people would say is beautiful, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
She was, she just wasn't what people would say your normal
Yeah.
teenager standard of beauty, right?
Uh-huh.
And and she was used to being everybody's homegirl. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
definitely beautiful on the inside, definitely beautiful person, definitely fly and all that, but not
Uh-huh.
typically what the guys went for. It was, so she was always the one hooking everybody up. And even though I
Right.
was sad that he didn't like me, I was happy for my homegirl that, because I know she thought he was cute too, because everybody did.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
I told my homegirl, I hooked them up. They end up getting married.
Wow.
They end
I
up
was gonna
having a
say that.
beautiful family
Uh-huh.
together, and they've been together ever since. Like
Wow. See?
last time I talked to them, they
Wow.
had been together. They had been married for like 10, 15 years, but they was together, had kids and everything. So,
Mm.
that was their story, but it was just such a, but I know at that moment,
That
that's when
she's
I developed
Mm-hmm.
this thing like
right. You got shot down.
I got shot down by
Uh-huh.
Carlos, who I was sitting there with a straight gas face,
I know.
like take me
I
home.
know. You was like, what the what?
But the arrogance of me,
Yeah, I
right?
was gonna say that.
The arrogance of me, right? But I just knew that he liked me because he would talk to me too, and but he was completely shy as a person. And I remember his sister told me later, she was like, "Girl, you was never thick enough for him. He like him thick, 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 thick."
Oh,
It's my, I was never gonna fit the bill. I was a little, skinny, little short thing.
oh, wow.
But that is
Well,
my
you know what?
story.
You know what, Juicy? That story though really points to this topic too, because that's the prime reason we should not chase a man because
Absolutely.
he is going to view, he's the hunter, so he's going to look at the prey, I believe, anyway. But it doesn't mean that we don't make ourselves available and, for the pursuit. But I do think it's kind of weird for the woman to like do that chasing like that. But some men might be shy. Some men might, need like a little hint at least that you like them, but that's not necessarily chasing.
No, that's
You know
just
what I'm
letting them know
saying?
you're available. And I agree with you. I think that I feel like to let someone know that you're available, to let somebody know that you're interested is one thing, but to chase is something different. I feel like men
Yeah.
are meant to pursue us, like you said. They're the hunters and they're meant to pursue us. And I feel like it makes them appreciate who you are. And men are gonna choose it's for men to choose and women to accept, right? And he's
Yeah.
gonna choose what he's really truly interested in. But when you choose, then you never really know if you're really what he truly wants to be with.
Mm.
And I mean, I've had that lesson a couple times,
Mm.
and that's
Yeah.
why I don't do that no more.
And Hardy all quiet and everything.
I'm just.
Who are you pursuing? That was my question.
Huh? Who am I pursuing?
Yeah.
Who you chasing?
Who
Who
you
you
chasing?
chasing? We want to hear the deep. We want to hear the deep.
Oh, I don't.
Girl, all you gonna hear is crickets.
Right. I'm just teasing you.
I know.
Good hearing you guys.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for
Hey.
calling in,
All right,
Bocat. It's
thank
always
you.
a
Hey,
pleasure.
Bocat, congratulations on your graduation too.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Done.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
congratulations.
Congratulations
I know
on
you've
that.
been putting in that
She
hard
been putting
work.
it. Yeah, she been working,
Yes.
man.
She'll
Working.
Yes.
She'll be calling
Y'all
us up.
gotta come to DC. Y'all gotta come to
Yes.
DC in May. Yes, we
Yes.
gonna party.
I definitely am down for that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
congratulations on that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I actually will be in that area around that time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
I
I'm
will.
gonna
So,
send y'all the information.
All
Seriously.
right. Thank you
Y'all
so
can
much.
make it. We'd love to have you.
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Bocat.
Take care and thank you for
All
calling.
right.
Thank you, Bocat.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
All right. That was interesting. Y'all learned a little bit more about young Juicy.
Young Juicy.
All right.
Knock it off.
Final thoughts.
All right. What's the final thought? What you got?
What's your final thoughts?
I have to say this. I mean, you made some valid points tonight.
Okay.
I have to say that, and I respect everything you said tonight. And based on the facts, I mean, I just think we live in a different time and different era now, where that may happen. And I've been on both. I'm just say this. I've been on both sides where I was pursued, and I pursued women, and didn't get a call back, and all that. But that's just part of life. That's it.
My closer. This is my takeaway. You can show interest. You can be open, but you should never be doing all the reaching while he's doing all the relaxing. A man who wants you, you won't need to chase him.
He'll let you know
show
too,
up,
though. He'll let you
You'll
know.
be consistent, and that's it.
That's it.
If
What do you
really
got to say,
like you,
producer? No,
give me their face.
crickets.
Producer said, "No, you won't get me in the middle.
Oh, we gotta have a middle person.
Show interest, yes. But if you're doing all the work, you're not dating. You're auditioning.
So are men, right? Aren't men auditioning?
If he wants you, he'll pursue you. You won't have to pursue him. If you gotta chase him, he already gone. He already took off because he pew. Don't do it. As soon as you see it, just be like, oh, okay. You're not interested. And then if he really pursue you, then you know he like you. You know he's attracted to you. You know you're what he likes. You know?
Okay.
What just be say up in there? You know, he
she give her a note.
When a man it say when a man chases a woman, the woman sees him doing it will say he be all over the place, and when he steps to you, you're not interested because you think he be doing too much. This is the inconsistency. Nah, if she like you, she like you. Nah, if a woman likes a man, she gonna like a man. She already like him. She done already batted her eyes 5 times. She done walked past him.
Winked at him.
She done let him know. She done already made a reason to say something to him. She done sashayed past bar stool. She done walk by. She done compliment him. Oh, I like your sweater. Oh, I like that. She done already did it. She done made it known that she interested. That's what we do. You can let him know that you interested. But you ain't got to chase him. Don't be putting in all the work. If he wants you, he'll be there. If he don't,
she'll say it.
You wasting your time, booby. He'll be chasing. If he ain't pursuing you, if he not chasing you, then that means he's still chasing somebody else. Because he's still on the hunt and he's still on the prey.
What's that say?
She's going to match the energy. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, because if he really into you, you already know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He already there. So you ain't got to go through all of that.
So if a woman comes to me like, "Are you tired?" She said, "If she say, are you tired?" I said, "No."
Because you've been running through my mind all day. It's fun. I've actually did that before, where back in the day, me and my homegirls, we get together and we give men their pickup. We give them pickup lines.
Oh wow, that's pretty slick.
Like they used to giving us pickup lines, we give it to them. Okay. It was a fun night.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, I guess this is it for tonight.
This is it. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to Juicy Talk. We hope you enjoy our show.
Thank all the callers we had.
Yes, thanks Delta Roots. You was quiet tonight.
What's up, Delta?
Delta, you was quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you for tuning in. If you have not come on, y'all, like and subscribe, please. It just helps us get our numbers up, get people paying attention to our show. We really love doing this every week. Yeah. Thank you. We definitely.
I ain't get no boost today. No boost. I ain't get
Nobody gave you no boost. Yeah, he played it safe today.
That's what I did.
He ain't want to get beat up.
I ain't get no boost today.
It's Valentine's Day.
Is that
Happy Valentine's Day. Love on somebody this weekend.
I got a DJ this weekend.
Show some love to somebody.
I'm DJing.
Love is beautiful.
Yeah, love is in the air.
Love is in the air. It's a beautiful thing to love and be loved.
Yeah,
Don't choke up. No. Don't die, Hardy.
No, right? Okay, my bad.
Thank you so much. And we out.
All right. Have a good evening, everybody. Good night.
See you next week.
All right.
Read your book.
That's right.
It's changing my life.
I know.